When people dream about traveling the world, their minds usually jump to the Eiffel Tower, the beaches of Thailand, or the temples of Japan. But South America? It's often skipped over, and honestly, that's a massive mistake. This continent is overflowing with life, color, and raw beauty. From ancient civilizations to jaw-dropping natural landscapes, South America is one of the most diverse and underrated regions on the planet. So in this video, I'm taking you on a journey through 5 countries in South America you absolutely need to visit. And one of them I personally explored in the summer of 2023. If you're after unique adventures, unforgettable food, and views that look like they were pulled straight from a dream, this is the list you've been waiting for. Let's dive in. At number 5, we've got Ecuador. A lot of travelers sleep on this one, but honestly, it might be the best pound-for-pound country in South America. It's small, which means it's easier to get around, but it's packed with extremes. In just a day, you can go from the Amazon jungle to the Andean highlands to the Pacific coast. How many countries can you say that about? Start in Quito, the capital, which sits at over 9,000 feet above sea level. The historic center is one of the best preserved in Latin America, full of Baroque churches, narrow cobblestone streets, and views that stretch out over the surrounding mountains. From there, head north to Otavalo, where you'll find one of the largest indigenous markets on the continent. Hand-woven textiles, alpaca blankets, local instruments. It's a perfect place to shop and support local communities. If you're into nature, the Avenue of Volcanoes is a must. Drive past snow-capped giants like Cotopaxi and Chimborazo, and if you're feeling adventurous, hike or bike down their slopes. And yes, we have to talk about the Galápagos Islands. They're remote, they're pricey, but they're absolutely worth it. You'll swim with sea turtles, walk past iguanas that look like dinosaurs, and see wildlife that exists nowhere else on Earth. It's like visiting another planet. Ecuador gives you rainforest, highlands, coast, and islands, all without breaking your budget. Next up is Argentina, a country of dramatic contrasts both culturally and geographically. Let's start with Buenos Aires. If you love city life, this place is electric. It's been called the Paris of South America, and for good reason. Grand boulevards, romantic cafes, tango in the plazas. There's an old-world elegance to it. But it's also got grit, street art, live music, and that unmistakable Argentine passion. Head west to Mendoza, where vineyards stretch for miles under the shadow of the Andes. This is wine country, and if you love a good Malbec, there's no better place to drink it than right where it's made. Now let's talk about the south, Patagonia. This is where Argentina truly flexes its natural muscles. We're talking about endless wind-swept plains, icy blue glaciers, and rugged peaks. In El Chaltén, you can hike to the foot of Fitzroy, a mountain that looks like it was carved by gods. In El Calafate, you can watch chunks of the Perito Moreno Glacier crash into the lake with thunderous force. And then there's Iguazu Falls on the northern border. These waterfalls are unreal, wider than Victoria Falls and taller than Niagara. Standing on the edge, with mist in your face and the roar in your ears, it's overwhelming in the best way. Argentina is a land of power. Passionate people, massive landscapes, bold flavors. It's for those who want it all: culture, nature, and edge. Coming in at number 3 is Peru, probably the most iconic country in South America, and for good reason. Let's not pretend. Machu Picchu is the main draw, and it's everything you think it'll be. Whether you hike the 4-day Inca Trail or take the scenic train from Cusco, stepping into those misty mountain ruins feels like traveling through time. It's quiet, mystical, and deeply moving. But Peru is way more than a single site. Cusco itself is stunning, with colonial architecture built atop Inca foundations. You'll see traditional festivals, alpacas in the street, and some of the most beautiful hand-woven fabrics in the world. In Lima, the capital, the food scene is off the charts. We're talking world-class ceviche, Nikkei fusion, and restaurants ranked among the best globally. And the best part? You can eat like royalty for under $10. Then there's Arequipa, with its white volcanic stone buildings and views of the towering misty volcano. Or Lake Titicaca, where people live on floating islands made entirely from reeds. You can take a boat out there and even stay the night with a local family. And don't sleep on the Amazon, accessible from Iquitos or Puerto Maldonado. Pink river dolphins, macaws, anacondas. This is the real jungle, not a curated zoo experience. Peru blends history, adventure, and rich culture. It's intense, colorful, and unforgettable. At number 2, we've got Colombia, maybe the most exciting country in South America right now. Colombia has undergone an incredible transformation. What was once considered too dangerous is now a top destination for backpackers, digital nomads, and adventure seekers. Start in Cartagena, a Caribbean city straight out of a fairy tale. Bright houses, bougainvillea-covered balconies, Afro-Caribbean rhythms drifting through the streets. Walk the ancient city walls at sunset, and you'll understand the magic. From there, head inland to Medellin. This city has reinvented itself. It's clean, efficient, and full of art and innovation. Ride the metro cable up into the hills for panoramic views, or visit Comuna 13, a neighborhood once infamous, now a beacon of transformation covered in murals and music. Then there's Bogotá, where I visited in 2023. It's a mix of old and new, with towering skyscrapers next to colonial churches. One of the highlights of my trip was climbing up to Monserrate, a church perched high above the city. The view from the top, especially at sunset, took my breath away. It felt like the whole city was laid out just for me. I also visited the Salt Cathedral of Zipaquirá, an underground marvel carved entirely into a salt mine. Walking through dimly lit tunnels to arrive at massive chambers filled with glowing crosses and sculptures. It was eerie, peaceful, and awe-inspiring. And if you're into nature, Tayrona National Park has wild beaches framed by jungle-covered hills, or visit Cocora Valley, where the world's tallest palm trees reach into the clouds. Colombia is alive. The music, the people, the stories. And it's still affordable, still authentic. Go now before everyone else does. And finally, number 1, Chile. This country is long, narrow, and stacked with some of the most stunning geography on Earth. Let's start in the north, the Atacama Desert. It's the driest place on the planet, but somehow full of life and mystery. You'll find alien-looking landscapes, flamingos in high-altitude lagoons, and some of the clearest night skies in the world. It's perfect for stargazing or just feeling like you're on another planet. All right, so now we head south, way south, to the breathtaking region of Patagonia. In Torres del Paine National Park, you'll find yourself hiking past these incredible jagged mountains and glaciers that almost seem alive. And oh, those turquoise lakes are just stunning. Every turn feels like you're stepping into a postcard. If you love raw, wild beauty, then honestly, this is your paradise. Santiago, the capital, is modern and surprisingly livable. You can hit the ski slopes in the morning and the beach by afternoon. It's clean, safe, and framed by the snow-capped Andes. Don't miss Valparaiso, a colorful, chaotic coastal city where every wall is a canvas. Or Quilo, an island full of myths, wooden churches, and houses on stilts. Chile has structure, excellent infrastructure, safety, and ease of travel, without sacrificing adventure. It's polished but still wild. South America isn't just a destination, it's a discovery. Each country has its own rhythm, flavors, stories, and soul. From the jungles of Ecuador to the glaciers of Patagonia, from ancient ruins in Peru to Colombia's rebirth, there's so much to experience here, and most of the world hasn't even scratched the surface. And the best part? It's often more affordable, less crowded, and more welcoming than anywhere else you've thought about visiting. So, where are you headed next? Drop a comment below with your dream South American destination. And if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and keep exploring with me. More adventures are coming soon. See you out there.